Hey, what's up, y'all? And welcome to another episode of the Water Bearer podcast. So, for those that don't know, this season we are getting into the house party, and house party meaning the astrological houses. There's 12 of them, just like the 12 signs. So, we're getting into all of them this season. And today we're focusing on Sagittarius and Aries. So, again, welcome to the show. Really appreciate you tuning in. And then also, if you're here, go ahead and join the Drip family. Sharing and likes and all that is caring, but hey, subscribing is thriving. So that's what we want. Subscribers to the YouTube channel, and go ahead and hit that notification bell if you haven't already done so that you can be notified anytime new content drops on the channel. And you can catch the Drip every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's when I'll be having all of these new episodes coming out. So we're going 2 by 2. So there will be 6 episodes for this particular season. So we're off to a great start. So I'm really excited. I'm going to introduce my guest here in a moment. And for social media, if you're not already doing so, you can follow me on Instagram, and that's Poetic, PEAUXETIC. And then on TikTok, you can follow me there as well. And that's Poetic with the number 7 at the end. And the spelling on that is, again, PEAUXETIC with the number 7. And also my guests for this evening. So one of them is my sister. So I'm so glad to have her on. Carla is joining me. She is repping for the Sagittarians this evening. And really excited to have her on. And I have her information here. You can follow her on Instagram at Harleaux Jones, and that's HARLEAUXJONES. You can follow her there, or on Facebook at Carla Harleaux Jones. And also her best friend, and I feel like she's my friend too because I've known her for so long, Shvon Lowe. You can follow her as well. She's representing the Aries tonight. And she can be found on Facebook as Shvon Lowe. That's SHVON, and then last name Lowe, LOWE. And so you know how we do it. I always give a famous person of each sign. So a famous Sagittarius is Janelle Monáe, and a famous Aries is Halle Bailey of the group, or the duo rather, Chloe and Halle. She is an Aries. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Shvon and Carla to join us.
Hey. How are you?
I'm good. How about y'all?
Good. Excited to be here. Hi, everybody who's watching.
Yes.
Love to you guys, Drip family.
Yes.
I was like, follow the drip. I got a whole song in my head, but then my other song was Twins. Where have you been? Because they look just alike, don't they?
I know. It's funny because I tell people that all the time. I think of all the siblings, you and I look the most alike, Carla.
We do.
I know, like when we've been places before, it's like people know, like, oh, that's your sister. Even like when y'all came and I posted the pictures, people knew that we were related before they even read the caption.
But listen, y'all are related not just in genetics. Y'all are related in your gifts of being literature, like literary.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Y'all are excellent writers, narrators. You know, you both have either wrote a book or want to write a book. I'm plugging things in for my friend, okay? But listen, y'all are both gifted in the unseen, right? So, like, it's I don't know, it's just that genetic spirit.
We have a way with words, both of us.
Yes, that's right.
Right. And the only thing we can think of is we must have gotten it from our paternal side, our dad's side, because Carlos and I have that in common, and even Carl in California.
He has that too.
You know, he has that as well. So we do share that.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, I'm so glad to have y'all both on. And then anything that you want to share about yourself with the viewers and the listeners? Of course, your birthdays, but anything else that you want to share?
You want to start, Carla?
Okay, sure. I'll just keep it short and simple and sweet. I'm Carlos's sister, older by a few years, and my birthday is December the the 4th. So I'm a proud Sagittarius, and I feel like a lot of the traits of my zodiac sign. There I am. Okay. We like to wonder. Would I say WANDER, diverse,
I agree.
explorative, and we also like to be filled with awe. So we look for things to fill us with wonder about the world around us and the surroundings around us. And so I would say that's, something that's very, very true. That was, and we also very much care about freedom. That's core, very integral to our nature. So absolutely, I'm happy to be on. I'm happy to be on with two of my favorite people in the entire universe. So my brother.
Thank you. Two of my favorite suit. Yes.
Yes, and we share a lot of core commonalities as well. Shvon and I also. We've been friends since the 4th grade. So let's see. I'm not going to. We owe y'all, but let's just say that we've been friends for about 35 years, over 30 years. And we've been through a lot together. Yes. And so I am a wife, a mother, and I'm just happy to be on the show and to be able to have this conversation with you guys and with the community.
Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, Shvon, how about you?
So Carla is the yin to my yang, okay? So that's what I say, right? We definitely have a great balance. So my name is Shvon. I did not spell it. Okay, so let me just proclaim that. My name is spelled SHVON. Blame it on my mom and my dad. But I always
beautiful name. I like it.
I always have to lead with some kind of energy of like protection, right? Like I always have to, own like certain characteristics about myself. And so sometimes that means that name as well. But my birthday is March 26th. So it's like I'm a little bit away from a Pisces, but I'm still in Aries land. And Aries is the fire sign. So we like to bring high energy. I feel like I'm a giver for sure. Sometimes I'm a worrier. Ooh, Carla, she balances me. Yeah,
that's hard to believe because I don't see you as a worrier. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so I think what it is we have so many things in a pot, right? There's so many things that we want to do, so many things that we want to be great, that sometimes we want to like assess with the details, right? So I'm very detail oriented. I am a natural leader. I feel like I have charisma in terms of like engaging and meeting with people. And I like to get things done quickly. Like in my mind will kind of create a plan of execution. And then when I'm ready to do it, it's very quick. So it's like, whoa, we got to get it done. So it's like we definitely have a different way of assessing opportunities and then making the best out of it. And then, okay, so outside of that, I am a 10-year breast cancer survivor. So I serve on like 4 committees for breast cancer survivorship. I was recently, I'm going to retire my captain hat, probably just for a couple months, but I was a captain of a rodeo committee, and I've been with that committee for 5 years and with the rodeo for 13 years. I recently received a promotion, so I work for a national team in my organization. I also am going back to school for the 3rd time. Thank you. For the 3rd time. Like train, 3rd ward, 3 times. So, I am a official Howard Bison, obtaining my executive MBA. So continuous learning, like always wanting to grab more information, is also something that I seek. Now, I'm also a mother. So my daughter is a incoming sophomore at University of Texas. That's Carla's alma mater. And I am a godmother of 6. I am an aunt of 13 kids. Sister, best friend, mother, comrade, colleague, advocate, for breast cancer survivorship and anything else that talks about wellness, and an overachiever.
Yes, global citizen and world traveler as well.
Right.
That part, Carla. Thank you.
Do all the side, do some side hustle stuff, as you know, we all do from time to time. And
I am one of those people that got 13 jobs, right? So I definitely got 13 jobs. And Carla has to treat me like Waldo, because she's like, Shvon, where you at? Where you at on the map?
What are you doing now?
What you doing now, friend? Where you at?
Right. Exactly.
I love it. And I think too, maybe that's a testament to y'all's friendship, or a reason why, I should say, because y'all are both fire signs.
We are.
And it's funny because I always, and I don't know if we've talked about this, Carla, but Sagittarius is interesting to me because, to me, Aries and Leo are obvious fire signs because they have like this personality that's just, you know, vibrant, fiery. Not saying that Sagittarius doesn't, because they do too. But in my head, I feel like Sagittarius is almost an honorary air sign. And the reason why I say that is because the need for freedom, and that's one of the elements of air, like Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, like all three of those signs, like we really value freedom. And I know Sagittarius does too.
Yes.
So I think that's interesting, but just thought that was, you know, maybe part of the connection that y'all have, being both fire signs.
Yeah, and a sense of adventure.
Yeah.
So I think Carla does float in the air, right? She has a sense of calmness. She's definitely introspective. Like when we talk about things, she'll take a pause. So she's a great listener, and then she'll give insight to a different opinion that's more softer, that's more reserved. But she's also very articulate. She is a great decision maker. So, you know, I think the fiery sign comes in when she is confident, astute, and ready to do something, because she's going to take charge and make it happen.
I can see that. Yeah, I can totally see that.
Yeah, and I mean, having been my friend for a long period of time, she's experienced fiery sides that were not related to that as well. And that's also a testament to our friendship. Not often. I mean, we get along, you know, like famously for the most part. But you know, your loved ones, sometimes there can be, you know, somebody steps on your air hose or just whatever the case may be. Not this is just objectively, not speaking about my friend, my best friend here.
Right.
And because we value freedom, and we respect that. We respect other people's freedoms and boundaries and things like that. We can get rubbed the wrong way, I think, as SAGs, when someone is not doing the same for us. So, or when we encounter that, that's where I think the fiery energy can kind of come out. It's like we have that live and let live, hippie, in a sense, vibe.
I can see that. Yeah,
right.
It's kind of like this cool hippie vibe,
like laid back, kind of, in a sense, and until we're not. And that's the thing that probably can kind of push us over the edge. Is, hey, you know, not really respecting. I have some lax boundaries, but you pushing up against even those.
Right.
That's what I think. But other than that, you know, we're pretty accepting, laid back personas. I think that's what we have as SAGs.
Okay. Yeah. So getting into these house traits that you both possess. So I'll start with you, Shvon. So this is what Aries represents in terms of the astrological house. And so you let me know if you feel like these are spot on or not. So Aries, for those who are watching and listening, is the first house of the zodiac. And that's right, number one. They are the first. They kick off. So a lot of people will say, oh, Capricorn is the first, and they are the first in terms of the calendar year. But when it comes to the zodiac, they're actually not. It's Aries that's the first. So you all represent self-identity, and how you are presenting yourself to the world. I thought this one was interesting. physical appearance. I guess, I don't know if that's maybe like taking pride in physical appearance, which most Aries people that I know, they're gonna, when they step out, they're gonna, they're gonna be sharp. Like, so I can see that in that trait, the physical appearance there. And then also what you alluded to earlier, taking initiation in something and leading, being natural born leaders. And so do you think those traits are pretty spot on for Aries?
Yeah, I guess so. Look, I guess so. One thing that I will say is sometimes I try to go against my sign. Like,
really? How so?
Like, yeah, because we are number one. Sometimes we articulate our needs as number one, right? Like we determine, like, there's a situation and we want something, we're gonna drive it until we get it, right? And it has been my goal for a very long time to see what's the impact of that drive. Is it going to get me where I need to go, or is it going to cause friction? And so when I look at people with like nonverbal skills, when I look at and when I say look, I mean like look in terms of what they're saying and how they're responding, I may not need to win all the time, right? So that means like pull back, right? And just let that event or that situation go, right? Because winning in terms of like argument or winning and trying to finalize a statement does not mean that you're always a winner. So like, it's kind of finding that balance, right? And then another thing in terms of appearance, I guess I'm going to have to say that I did try to look presentable today because I got a wig on, right? And so I did not want to put that ponytail because I just like literally got off a flight, okay, and went to volunteer at an organization called Bread of Life. And I put this hat on, which is McDowell, and I put this shirt on, look, red and green, that says something about like melanin dripping.
Oh, that's dope.
Melanin, honey. Okay.
It's all in sync.
When we do all of that, we make some hot tea, right? So we're about to make some hot tea today. So I feel like, yes, there is this desire to look presentable. So I will say that I'm part of a fashion show, and I try to be like a little character when I put clothes on. It's like, you can give me a shopping bag. I'm going to make it look good. Right? I'm going to make you want to buy that shopping bag. You'll be like, Can I put my name on it? Yeah, with a marker, put an S on the shopping bag and let's go. So it's almost like making lemonade out of lemons, and not just lemonade, right? I'm going to make cherry lemonade. I'm going to make a lavender lemonade. So we're going to try to like spice it up. So I think those are definitely characteristics that an Aries possess for sure.
I agree. And you said something that's, I think a lot of people don't get when it comes to fashion and appearance and things. They think that everything has to be a name brand or a label. And that's nice. I feel like it has its place. But like you said, literally, you can be rocking a trash bag, and depending on how you put it together, you'll make other people say, well, dang, where'd she get that trash bag from? I want to get that.
Yes. And I would have to say, if anybody could do it, it would be Shvon. She is fashion forward, a trendsetter. She is. We go places and, people went to the Beyonce concert where people really show up and show out, here.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And people were complimenting her left and right on her outfit that she puts together. And that's the typical experience. I always say when I'm with Shvon is green lights all the time. Like, just because of her personality as well attracts positive energy and attracts generosity. And she is pretty, she's pretty driven in a positive way. She just recently bought her, this is a shameless plug for her that I'm doing. She bought her a second home in New Orleans.
Awesome. Congratulations.
And wanted to do that for a long time. That had always been a dream of hers. She just wanted to buy a shotgun home in New Orleans. She went to school there. It's just a very dear place to her. And she did it like within the span of 2 or 3 months. I mean, it would make your head swim, like how quickly she set her mind doing it, how all the things came together. And she just came back to Houston, just left there yesterday because she's got contractors, she's all that stuff. So I would say that as an Aries, I do see the fashion side of her. She is fashion forward, and I would say she has a good level of ambition and drive about her, and self-initiative aspect of her personality as well. Just me as her friend witnessing that. That's pretty inspirational. Mm-hmm.
You're my friend. She's like
I love that. And with you getting your new house, and again, congratulations on that. That's one of the things that I was reading about the house of Aries too, is that not only, because some people, I think they have fire and they have drive, but it's kind of mismatched. It's all over the place. Like there's no focus to it. And I think that's one really great thing about an Aries. And it even said that Aries uses that energy to put into new projects. So in a way, that's a new project, and approaching life with this enthusiasm and confidence and passion.
Well, I'm going to say that this has been a 25-year dream for me. And it's not about like the investment. And that's what people will always say, oh, did you buy this for an investment property? Did you buy this to Airbnb? It really was to preserve some history. We grew up in Houston, and one of the first places that I can remember is Fourth Ward, where, you know, Freedman's Town is, where there was the first Black slaves that had freedom and they were able to have their own property. Well, my great-grandparents stayed there, and, you know, some time ago, the house is no longer there. Even though it's a preserved area, the house to where I grew up is not existing. Then my grandmother's house, she lived in South Acres, South Park area, where Carla and I went to elementary school, literally down the street. Her home is no longer there. So I don't feel grounded when I don't have roots to like dig into. So New Orleans is a part of me in terms of like developing from a young lady or teenager to an adult. There's a vibrancy about it. There's just a sense of ease and family dynamics when I go to New Orleans. I always have a good time. And I was tired of squattering. Like I was there 10, 11 times a year, trying to figure out, am I going to buy a hotel? Am I going to be at a friend's house? And always had this, I always said the mantra, someday I'm going to buy a home. Well, someone challenged me and was like, why are you not buying it today? You keep talking about it. Go ahead and do it. So I said, okay, well, let me see. Let me see.
Since you're challenging me,
right? I contacted my bank, and it was like this. Yes, you got approved for a house. And I was like, oh, this is serious. This is my third home technically, but like my second personal home. And so it was really quick. I took my mom and my sister to New Orleans one weekend in June, like the latter part of June. We saw 20 houses in one day, and I felt the spirit when I walked into this home. Didn't know what the spirit meant, but I felt it. Like my mom felt it, my sister felt it. We just felt like it was the right place.
Yeah, that's how you know.
And then we went to Essence. I took these pictures, and I'm at the concerts, and Carla would tell you, like she said, it's always green light. So we got free VIP tickets on the floor.
Wow.
We were, free food, free drinks, whatever you need, they took care of us. And while we were taking all these pictures and looking fabulous, I was measuring. Like I was still going back to the house, like, okay, I'm going to close on this house. Let me go ahead and get
focusing.
Right. I was multitasking, and I was in school, so I'm in the Uber on the call with my classmates, making sure I look dressed for the concert, and still talking to the realtor about this house, all at the same time. And then shortly after, maybe a week and a half after Essence, I went back down there and I closed on the house, and I met the owner. And what's interesting about it, we just had this charismatic energy and spirit about us. But she was employed at Dillard when I was at Dillard.
What are the chances of that?
Power of connection, right? And so I get down there to the house, and the first person I see is my neighbor. Alfredo. Alfredo is Cuban, he's Puerto Rican, and he's NOLA. Okay. And he greeted me
that's an
with
interesting mix.
NOLA from New Orleans, right? He's from New Orleans, but he speaks Spanish, and we just had a great dialogue. And then the next day he's cutting the grass, right? Like he's cut the grass twice. And we just having a good time, right? And I'm meeting some of the neighbors. We talking about all kind of stuff. And my therapist was like, Shvon, that's not normal. People don't just come to your house and cut your grass, right? People not just like doing these good deeds for you. I went to a restaurant. We had a good time at the restaurant. The man was like, come back. I'm going to give you 20% off 3 times. 3 times you come, you'll get 20% off your meal, right? She's like, that energy doesn't happen to everybody. And so I feel like, even though I try to suppress it, I feel like that's what Aries tries to do. We try to have that connection with people. We try to leave it open for exploration. Like Carla said, like, you know, we and I love family. Like I love her. That's my friend. That's my sister. I love her. So, you know, we want that connection, and we try to maintain an energy. So when she talked about like sometimes we may be rattling the cage, that's because like I'm so excited to get things done. And my friend is like, let's you know, evaluate and make sure we're
take a step back.
But when we know that we have that meter, when it's going like this here, we find a nice way to say, okay, friend, we're gonna need some space for a second to really process what we're saying to each other, because we know we're saying this out of love, and then it's dismissed. We don't bring it back up.
That's good, and that's maturity, because a lot of people aren't mature enough to do that.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
This is my wife. You know what I'm saying? This is my wife.
That's right.
We both can have husbands, okay? We both can have husbands, but that's what it is.
She's
that's my friend wife.
Right. Exactly. As long as we've been through friends, and as much as we've been through together, we may as well have a ring, some kind of ring. Yeah,
we're gonna do a friends party. We're gonna have a friends party. That's what we're gonna do. Blow some candles and have a cake.
I love it. Okay. Well, Carla. So I'll ask you tell you some things about the Sagittarius and their house, and then you can tell me what you think, if you think this aligns. So Sagittarius is the 9th house. And it's interesting because I know when we talked the other day, I was telling you how I have this thing with addresses that equal 9. A lot of times the house I grew up in, Shvon, my maternal grandmother's house, the address equals 9. I didn't pay attention to it for years until I was in Dallas, and there was a couple of places I stayed in that I really loved. And looking back on it, I was like, dang, that address equals 9 too. So, so this being the 9th season of the podcast, it's like, hey, this is all falling together. But but some of the traits for yes.
I got so many ways to put a 9 up. There you go.
Hey, it's right.
Right here. Hold on. See?
Boom.
There you go. That's it.
That's right. So with Sagittarius, with y'all have some interesting things in your house. So philosophy is one, religion is another one, long distance travel. Now this one's interesting to me because Gemini has a similar trait in their house, but their house is short distance travel. But for Sagittarius, it's long distance. And then also broadening your worldview. That's another trait that abides in your house. So kind of basically what I gathered from it, and you correct me if I'm wrong or let me know if you think this is on point, is deep, maybe searching for deep meaning or deep reasons why things happen in life. I think that's where maybe the philosophy and the religion comes into play. But the religion, to me, it almost seems a little contradictory. And the only reason I say that, because when I think religion, I kind of think rigid. or I think regimented, routine, which I don't think that necessarily fits Sagittarius, but I can see the study of religion and maybe even various religions. I can definitely see that being a trait for Sagittarius. But just what do you feel about those traits? Do you feel like that they're pretty on brand for you?
Yes, actually, I feel like it does track. I'm just speaking. I'm not going to paint everyone in my zodiac sign with the same, with a broad stroke. But for me personally, that tracks well. Philosophy. I think that we are people that are inquisitive. We're curious. We want to learn new things. And that, that kind of piques our interest in a sense. So I would absolutely say that philosophy is one thing that, to an extent that a great extent that we do, that I care about. And so maybe a lot of other fellow Sags can kind of feel the same way as well. And then as far as religion, you're right. There can be more than one definition of religion. It can be, I do things in a religious, methodical manner. It can be your routines. Routines can be a sense of religion. Whatever it is, it gets, the bulk of your time, your money. That's truly what it is that you worship. But I think in keeping with just being a truth seeker and a person that wants to have an expansive view about life, being in touch with a higher being. And for me, that's, I say spiritual. I don't say I'm a religious person. I say I'm a spiritual person, like a lot of people say. I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I believe Jesus is the way. But that's really important. I take go take the kids to church. I have to parent and guide my young people. I can only do it in a way that's authentic to my personality. And that is something that's pretty important to me. And has been for a very long time. And like I said, I think that when you think about Sagittarians being people who are truth seekers, that kind of fits, that you might be seeking for, like you said, a deeper meaning and the one who would give you a meaning and a purpose in life. And so I feel like, prayer, reading of the Bible, when I go to church, I love to hear a message. And I actually am more impacted by that part of the service more so than in many cases the worship. The worship is awesome. It can be, but
my God,
I'm more moved. Way. Yeah. I like a good sermon. And I love to learn something new. If a pastor or preacher can share something new that maybe I didn't know about for that time in history, and give a different context, a different meaning for that's more layered than what I originally thought. And reading the Bible, read certain passages over and over and over again. It can get, like what's new. But if someone can show me that, that really resonates with me. So yes, I think. We are those people that are truth seekers. We are cerebral. And then as far as travel, I live vicariously a lot through my friend Shvon, who is truly being truthful, and that she, will go to New Orleans 10 times. And that's not just it. She'll go other places, have 10 other trips as well. I have been getting out there and traveling a little bit more, now that that your niece, my youngest is 3. I've been getting out there and traveling a little bit more. Sagittarians are also people. I'm also very sensitive to balance. I don't like imbalance in my life. So as I have to pour into other people, I have to make sure that I'm putting on my own oxygen mask as well before I can put on another person's oxygen mask. And that's always a balance when I have your nieces are 8 and 3. So balancing that work, all of that. But I would say that, we love to, and keeping with being wanderers and liking to be in awe of things, absolutely travel. But these days, I appreciate short-term travel too. Sometimes if I get a break from the kids, I might just sleep and just veg out and just, I can appreciate a little bit. And so I also think it depends. Exactly. Some relaxation. I can appreciate a trip to Fredericksburg. I can appreciate a trip to, Seattle. I can appreciate a trip to Mexico, Albania.
She went to Congo, I think, and she did a bed and breakfast with the wilderness, with the animals. So she could do training. So it may have been a short trip, but it felt long, right? Because it felt like she was in a safari, which that was the name of it. But it gave her a sense of freedom, and it gave her a sense of like disassociation from city life. So she creates these pockets of environments that feel long, but then they are relatable and attainable so that she can, again, pour into her family.
Yeah, I find restorative retreats, even here domestically. I can be in awe of something here, right here in Texas. And there's lots of places like that in the U.S. to be in awe.
You should tell them about the Charleston. You should tell them about the Charleston trip.
Oh my goodness, the Charleston trip that my friend and I went on. I said, Shvon and I need to go on a trip every birthday from this.
That was the one that you posted about, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Amazing time. It was it was awesome and very restorative, I think, for both of us. But I know Shvon was dismissing me like, we going to Charleston? Why? We could be going to,
this place.
I was trying to get out the country.
Right,
I was get out the country. And she's like, I'm not having it, friend. We're going to go to Charleston.
Yeah, and I had to short. And again, it's because of the season that I'm at in life. Would I love to, do something more long term and travel around the world? Right. I would, but the season in my life right now allows me to have short windows. It's kind of truncated, and so I make the most of it. And so it's like, okay, I can't go to a different time zone and across the seas. That's not for me right now. I could probably be away from my little ones about 3 nights. Let me do this. This is where we went to Charleston. Even she was blown away. She said, the spirits were speaking to her as we went across the bridge, because so many of our ancestors have passed through there, as well as New Orleans, because it's a port city. And the people were just so friendly. As always, she attracts positive energy. People were coming up and just opening up about their lives. I'm talking security guards at they have an interactive museum that's super impressive. She makes friends wherever she goes. I'm talking about the person who sat next to us at the seafood restaurant, coming up and speaking to us and talking to her about being a bus driver and the pride that she takes in her job. And even the security guard pride. We just had, everyone just embraced us so warmly.
We kept getting free things. We got free meals because this gentleman was singing to us, and
I got serenaded.
She got serenaded. Wow. Ended up buying a CD, but she got serenaded, right?
I'm gonna play a CD. I don't know, because I don't have a CD player in my car. Still haven't played the CD. But it's appreciated that the gentleman, and he was older. He wasn't a lot of people were older, and they just were being kind. His back was turned, and my friend, she is hyping everybody up. Whenever we go to an establishment, it's my friend's birthday, and people made good on it. We got free things. This gentleman turned around, got up and serenaded us, and he had a fabulous voice, and we had a wonderful conversation. Talking, we just had an amazing
we were in church one time. We went to church, and it was sentimental because of what happened at the church. And while we were sitting in the pew, so imagine, I felt like Martin Luther King was at that church. Because of the preservation that was there. And we were getting ready to do our offerings, and someone dropped some money. And I tapped him on the shoulder, gave him his money. Like, hey, you dropped it.
Right.
And when we got ready to get up and leave, he tapped me on the shoulder and he put it right back in my hand. Start crying. Like, oh my God. Then we went to a little bar. And this man, he's like, I work at Mercedes. What y'all need? He left money on the table. Y'all get y'all something, okay? All right, just get you something. And now Carla, again, being that she loves exploration, we're trying to get in so many things in one day. It was impossible to see that museum, but she claimed the need to see it again. And we just made a joke with the security guard. Like, you know what? I said, listen, my friend, she really wanted to see the museum. She couldn't see everything. I don't know what happened. Whatever. We wanted to go back, but y'all didn't lock us out. Y'all didn't kick us out. Don't kick us out. We're from Houston. And the man said, come back and we'll take care of you.
No charge.
And matter of fact, it didn't even start that way. The conversation was when we were leaving, the security guards were outside, and I said, it's okay to smile. And he said, but I'm here to protect you. And I said, Jesus protected us with a smile. Why can't you?
Oh.
And he was like,
yeah, what can you say to that? There's no comeback.
Right. And rather than being turned off by that, he embraced us. He embraced Shvon. That kind of just got us. Look, that's the person to take if you want to go somewhere. And
right.
I'm telling you. But we had an amazing time, and in keeping with my house's just being philosophical and having a desire to learn, I can't go to a museum and I don't want to be rushed. I can't just spend 2 hours. I need to spend a good 4 hours probably in a museum because I want to see and read and see everything, and its fullness. And so I just, that's part of my nature, and it's something that's a quality, a trait that I just have learned about myself. So yes, we did go and see it again. There was so much to see, and I think, well, how many times am I going to come back to this place? Maybe one other time in life, because there's so many other places to see. So I'm going to soak it all up and make the most of it. And I think that's how Sagittarians are too. We're going to wring that towel until there's nothing left, until it's dry. That's our approach to a lot of things in life. So I think, a lot of those qualities do track. We had an amazing time. We're great travel companions.
Yes.
The energy that's attracted, the two of us together is just powerful. And we got to tour and see the Gullah Geechee, get some more knowledge about the Gullah Geechee community. It's definitely a historical place, of course. Right. And that definitely, like I said, that kind of appeals and massages that side of me that is intellectual and is seeking information and seeking truth. And so, yes, it shows up. And I can't remember some of the other things that you said, but the adventuresome spirit, definitely true. In terms of my approach and to life and even to parenting,
Wow. I love that.
So absolutely. Yes.
Hey, that's cool. Okay. So speaking of houses, so this is a question I'm asking everybody this season, where there's two. So this is the first of those two questions. So if y'all had to pick a number one house rule, now this is for a guest, so maybe not for each other because y'all are family, pretty much. For, like, let's say you're just having guests, maybe friends over, maybe not close friends. What's one house rule that you're like, okay, y'all got to follow this? And Shvon, I'll start with you.
Wash my dishes.
Help, yes.
Oh, if you use them, wash them?
Yes, helps clean up.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because you're not guest in my house. You're in my house. So don't leave me with a mess. Because you didn't start with a mess, right? You started with good food, meal, well prepared, presentable. And my family, including Carla, everybody's like, where them paper plates at? No, ma'am, you get China.
Right. Well, see, that's what I was going to ask you. Do you ever use paper plates? But no.
No, the family brings paper plates. So that's the only time I'm going to get them. Okay. If they bring them because they don't want to wash the dishes.
Right.
Then we use them. But my thing is, I don't need to hold on to something special for somebody else when you are the special one, right? So you deserve to eat well and to feel good, and I'm gonna make it as fancy and exploratory as possible. I want your taste buds to be excited. I want your eyes to be excited. I want you to feel honored. So wash my dishes.
Yeah. No, you know what? I love what you said though about not saving those my grandmother, actually, who she's passed now, but she was an Aries too. Now she wasn't, I think in her younger days, she was put more like in her appearance and stuff like that, but she was kind of a little feisty and a little stingy. And so I remember when I used to go to their house, they had these plate, like the cabinet, I guess it was like the display cabinet, and they have the china. And to your point, I would have helped her wash the dishes, but it was just like, I wish we could have eaten off of it at least one time instead of just seeing it in this cabinet collect dust. And she's like, oh, well, she always had an excuse of what we were saving it for. But those moments never came. And so I love that, what you said, because a lot of times when you do that, when you're saving it, it never comes, that whatever that moment is that you're saving it for.
I think what I've learned about myself now is delayed gratification. I think for the most, and I think that's where I've been. So I have a coin for myself this year, which is courage. Like everything about what I'm doing is being courageous. Going back to school is being courageous. Stepping out and applying for another job that I didn't even know that I wanted because I didn't want it, but somebody else was telling me that you should do it. Being courageous. Getting a new home in New Orleans is being courageous. And I didn't want to delay my gratification because I've been doing it for so long. Like, oh, I'm gonna hold off and wait. Oh, I'm gonna do this next time.
Right.
The wait may be tomorrow, or it may not. You may not have tomorrow, right? So why am I holding on to beautiful lingerie? I'm gonna wear it under my clothes. I'm not wearing it for him. I'm gonna wear it for me. I'm gonna wear it for me.
But that's good. Yeah, look, hey, be sexy, look nice for you. Why not?
Do it for yourself. That's right.
Yeah. I'm going to eat off of China. I'm going to make my bacon look like roses. Okay, that's delayed gratification is no longer. We just need to celebrate every day if we can. Even though I'm a worrier, I worry about joy. I worry about kinship. I worry about friendship. I worry about managing expectations, managing appreciation. But wash the dishes.
I'm telling you, well, I love that. That and you being a worrier, I gotta say, Shvon, that is the biggest shock of this podcast for me because I just don't see it. So I don't know if you and I'm not saying mask in a bad way. Like some people have a mask that it's like, whoa, okay, I didn't know this was something that this person possessed. But you mask it well, is what I'm saying. It's a compliment because I would have never thought in a million years I wouldn't have put you in that category as a worrier.
Well, I always tell my friend, if I'm not busy, check on me. That is when you need to.
So does it occupy your mind? Do you feel like it takes your mind off the worry by being busy?
Absolutely.
That makes sense. I can understand that.
All right, Carla, what's your absolute?
Yeah, what's yours?
You know, my house rule would probably, if I'm entertaining and having a group of people over, family and friends, community of people to come, I would, or even new people, new friends to make. I would just kind of echo one of Tabitha Brown's sayings, which is, you know, let's have a good time. In a sense, let's have a good time. Let's have a good day. And if you can't have a good time or have a good day, then just don't ruin anyone else's. That's kind of what my rule. Let's come and have a good time, because I think we've all experienced maybe parties, or I know I've hosted parties in the past where there has been someone, everybody's having a good time. There's that one person got that passive aggressive critical energy about them. And you know, it's noticed. Not that it ruins the whole play, it ruins the whole vibe, but it can be noticed. So I love it when we can all just, you know, have a good time. We all have, you know, low points, and we all sometimes need to vent, and we're all entitled to bad days and all of that. But it's good to be sensitive to and aware of how you're showing up, you know, how you're presenting yourself, and to modify behaviors and actions accordingly. I think so. I just want people to have a good time. That's the whole purpose of community coming together, right? Have a good time.
It is.
You know,
I love that. I love that. That's dope. Okay.
And you know what's so funny though? Carla and I both have on red lipstick. This is the lipstick that she bought me, and neither one of us talked about it.
No.
Really?
We have moments like that.
Wow.
Not the only time, but yes. And that's the kind of gift giver I am too. If I like it, I'm not gonna buy you something that I wouldn't like.
That's me too. I agree.
For my kids' birthday parties and stuff like that, I can't, you know, go and get these, you know, trinkets. Hey, much respect. No disrespect. But for me personally, I'm going to impart something that I would enjoy and that I would like. If I wouldn't like it and I don't find value in it, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to give it to your child as a you know, parting gift for coming to the birthday party. And that's just kind of that's my perspective and my mindset going into it. So I love this lipstick color. I thought my friend would like it and look good.
Hey, it looks good on both of y'all too.
Thank you.
I love it.
It's a head turner. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a head turner.
Hey.
I bet you get compliments on it. Yes.
Right. All right. So this is so I kind of incorporated some things here. Oh, y'all can't really see it because it's the top of my shirt, but I have on an Aaliyah shirt for the 90s for people to see. So, so some of this season is kind of incorporating like throwbacks, the 90s, things like that. So Blockbuster, when that was a thing. I don't know if y'all remember when they used to have the 4 for $20 deals, because I used to be an avid DVD purchaser. I have, like, whenever I move, I have boxes of DVD. And I haven't bought any recently, but I keep all the ones that I've purchased. And a lot of them were from those 4 for $20 deals back in the day from Blockbuster. So,
Carlos, I'm going to tell you my age because I was in line when they had the VHSs before we had the DVD.
Oh, yes. That's when we were back in our childhood days. But yes.
And they had the little stickers on them that said, please be kind, rewind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the lines were so long at Blockbuster, right?
They were.
And when didn't you hate like when you try to go in there and they had that little blue and yellow tag that said we don't got it anymore?
Yeah,
it's already gone.
Yes. I know. And it's like,
why you only got 4?
Another one.
Right. You knew it was gonna be hot when this came out. Why?
Absolutely.
Like an icon like that, go away because we don't need it anymore necessarily because it's streaming. But Blockbuster was a vibe. It was a thing.
It was. Yeah, it was. Okay. So Carla, I'll start with you. So what if you could do a 4 for $20, like let's say there was a Blockbuster pop-up today, what 4 movies would you put in your bundle for the $20?
That's a challenging question. So in keeping with our 90s theme, I'm going to try to think of movies from the 90s.
Okay.
And I like, I'm not really a rom-com girl. I'm more of a sci-fi action suspense. So I'm going to go with Enemy of the State. That was a great movie with Will Smith.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was a good one. Will Smith, that was the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, that was his prime.
That was his prime. He was doing his thing. He's still going to do his thing, but he really was doing his thing then. So I like Enemy of the State. And it was hard, y'all, between as a silly pick between Clueless, which by the way came up on it.
Movie.
That was released.
Was it like 30 years? Like this
year?
Yeah.
And Alicia Silverstone did a really funny, like reel about it, like walking into it. And she was like, Ziff, and then her son jumped up on her recently. It was so funny to see that. But yes, it came out in 1995. It's 2025 right now. So it's like 30 years old, y'all, at this point. Wow. But between that and The Faculty, y'all remember The Faculty? Usher was in that one.
Yep.
It was a sci-fi one. I'm going to go with Faculty, actually. I'm going to pick, but Clueless gets an honorable recommendation. So Enemy of the State, Faculty. Okay. I never actually saw The Matrix, y'all, not from start to finish. So I got to say I want to see it.
Really? Now that's shocking, considering that you like the sci-fi genre.
I know.
I'm going to pull your card, friend.
I know, right? I've never seen The Matrix. So we that Blockbuster, somebody bring back that 4 for $20 deal.
That's see The Matrix.
One of these quiet days, I will sit and stream it. I know they have more than one, so I'm gonna start with that. And then y'all having a hard time between Blade or Final Destination. One of the Final Destination. I love the Final Destination installments. I'm gonna go with Final Destination, y'all. But
that's a good one too.
Played that and Blade because I like the vampires. It was so hard to limit it to 5 because what about Dusk Till Dawn? From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah.
Ooh, y'all. I can get over. Okay, let me stop because I could just keep on going.
First of all, Carla and my daughter are very similar that they are so descriptive with movies. It is as if I am watching with my eyes closed because they can tell you.
Right.
Yes.
Like I'm trying to watch The Gilded Age right now. Shvon, you gotta watch it. Oh my God, you ain't watch it yet. Oh my God, this is on episode 3. And
have you started?
Yeah.
You started? You like it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I think it's that storyteller part of us that I love, I consumed books as a child, and I mean, all of the movies, all of that comes from a writer, right? So somebody else, someone's creative genius. I mean, let AI and all not take that away from us just yet.
Right.
But I think that's the part where I'm drawn to movies and a good series. Oh yeah, I can. That's a way of decompressing for me these days. Reading and a good series. I just love stories.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. How about you, Shvon?
Well, you see
what would you pick?
You see the first one, right?
Oh yes, but go ahead. Yes,
wait,
Coming to America.
Oh yes.
That's a good one.
I didn't realize that was
80s, but yes,
I couldn't see up to the light, but yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now listen, I'm gonna, like I say, I don't want to tell people my age, so I still I like the classics that blend and are forever and timeless. So I could not necessarily. Well, that's not true. So I love Coming to America, and what is that? 89, 90?
80,
right?
Yeah,
it was right. Yeah, and that edge.
Yeah, give or take. So what I loved about it was trying to understand two complex Black societies, right? Because you have the what we presume is how certain places in Africa present themselves, and the people, and that's royalty presence, and then how do you take what you're accustomed to and the privileges that you have and live a simplistic life, right? And then not feeling ashamed of that level of cultural differences, because like they said, you can still be a king and queen in New York even though you don't wear the same crown, right? So that really stuck with me. Another one that I liked is School Days, because it's emotional, right? I feel like it presented an ugly truth about relationships while trying to seek higher education. It talked about racial identifications. It talked about society norms and the cliques, and it talked about trying to remove yourself from the past and still try to move forward in life. And it also talked about our blind spots, right? Some people are very political. Some people were trying to fight various causes, and other people were just trying to live in the day. Oh, okay, I'm finna stump on the yard. I'm finna look pretty.
Right.
But there were so many different things that were going on, and it was where do you want to go? How do you see yourself growing into your identification while at school? So that really, really stuck to me, specifically because I am a product of historically Black colleges and universities, being that I went to Dillard, Texas Southern, and now Howard. What does that mean? Mecca? What does that mean? The yard, all the avenue. What does it mean to have that camaraderie? What does it mean to have that spirit and that microcosm of we're all in here together, but we're still unique individuals, still trying to insert ourselves in what people classify as being adults. So that's why I like that one. Now, another movie that was a good. Okay,
and a lot of those elements I feel like that you mentioned, sadly, well, I'll say beautifully and sadly, they still exist today on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. So I would be remiss if I didn't say Poetic Justice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, what do I need to say about that?
Lucky, you remember when they went to the family reunion?
Yes. It was
Lucky.
So one thing that I've realized is the flight of a man, right? The trials and tribulations that Black men go through, and how women always try to be there for them, but sometimes our needs are parallel. We don't know how to align them sometimes, right? And it's just how do you find the perfect blend of I got you, and I see you. And I felt like Poetic Justice was trying to say, we're trying our best, but we love being in the grittiness of it, but there has to be some kind of like light, some kind of destination. So that's what I like about Poetic Justice. And Love Jones, I think I wanted somebody to put me on a motorcycle, please. I wanted the 2 snaps. I want that love. Like, I want somebody to say, like, you're that love. Like, I want to be deserving of someone who is just like, they metamorphosize themselves out of their body to make sure that you are okay, like you are taken care of, like you are honored, right? And it was, I just like, it was so moody. It like it was the in the silence. It wasn't like when they were talking and everything. It was like the quiet moments when you're just looking at, why do they exist? Why are they there? What do you say when you don't say anything? That's what I liked about it. Love Jones. It's still in my head. You gotta love Jones.
Man, there were some good ones during that time, like Love and Basketball, Love Jones, Best Man. It's like, that was an era.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anything that comes close to rom-coms that I might like, it that would fall. I don't even know if you would call it a rom-com, but that's close. But,
yeah, I think it would be considered that. Yeah, I think so.
So yeah.
Oh my God! But then you got we would be remiss if we didn't say any Eddie Murphy's movies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The one with the toes and Eartha Kitt.
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a 90s, yeah, for sure.
That's a classic.
Hit. That's a heavy hitter, yeah.
Oh my God! Like, I just feel like it.
There's so many.
Right now in this environment, we grow up so fast that we don't get to see that same type of energy in like friendship and love, because everything is rapid. But those movies gave us time to process what it meant to be in love, what it meant to fight, what it meant to share a world together, what it meant to like struggle with identification, right? What it meant to live in your own truth. Like, you could see it in those movies and just sit with it and then process it. We had a great conversation. It was a Girls of Fours, and I say that I have the 4 C's. Okay, all of these crescent moons. My friends' names all start with a C. My mom's name start with a C. My sister's name start with a C. Yes, a lot of C's. But we had a good conversation about Sinners. It was philosophical.
I love that movie.
And one of our friends was not invested.
Yeah.
Really?
Most of us liked it, and there was one person that didn't, and that's okay. I'm like, hey, I respect your descending.
That's the first I've ever heard anybody see it and didn't like it, honestly.
But I'm gonna tell you, the flip side to that is, while she said she didn't like it, she still was enthralled by it. She still had so much to say. Like, I felt like she wrote a textbook about Sinners. She was invested in a storyline. She was connected to like the spirituality of the movie. She was connected to like historical references, vampires. It was a good conversation. Great conversation. And so I hope that we can, see other stories that like live that long.
Yeah. Just, us as a community. Lately, hey, we've been taking a stab at sci-fi and horror. Yeah. And I'm here for it. So, Carlos, I wonder about you. Tell us your 4 for 20.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I recorded one other episode and they didn't ask me this. So I guess I'm on the spot. Let's see. Okay. So I can think of 2 that I won't do any repeats of the ones y'all said, because I agree with all those. One for me would be Set It Off.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
Yeah. I, to this day, and I had mentioned this on another episode too. Whenever I tell somebody like I need somebody to pay me or I need the money, I'll pull up the meme from TT going, "I need that money." So I quote that movie, a lot of lines from that movie just all the time. What's Love Got to Do with It? The Tina Turner movie.
Oh, that was such a good movie. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it was a good one.
I hate the stuff that she went through, but that acting was top tier.
Oh yeah, Angela Bassett in that movie. You're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but you know, I think Tina Turner is an Aries.
She is. You're right. She is.
And so when you talk about like people being worried, you saw in the movie how she masked her worriness, right? She wanted to take care of her. She wanted to make sure the band was okay. She wanted to take
I didn't even think of that connection. You're right.
And her music was a way of channeling that energy.
And the dancing and everything. I feel like Tina Turner is my auntie, because I like a little she worried, right? But she still was a performer. She still had that charisma. So great movie.
Yes.
It was.
It really was. That was a good one.
Dang, okay.
Still Magnolias, Waiting to Excel. Let's not please.
Yeah, we can. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Waiting
to Excel was good. Yeah. This one, okay, so I feel like this one is a little, I'm almost embarrassed to say it because I feel it's kind of like low-hanging fruit. Like it's not as philosophical or maybe as intelligent, but I love this movie, Players Club.
Hey, you know what? I think about my picks. I can appreciate silliness. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Teaching
Chung. Yeah. And I'll give one to the flip side of that. That is the opposite, and I would say Forrest Gump. That would be my fourth.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
To this
day. Oh yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. It's a good one.
Yeah. So those would be my 4.
Ooh,
today. You ask me tomorrow, it might be a different 4.
That's okay. As it should, because you've been in line for a long time, right?
Right. It's right. You had time to think.
Absolutely.
All right. So these are the last. These will be quick, kind of rapid fire questions. I can't believe we've already been an hour. I love this. Has been great. So these are just questions. It's called Dead in the Water. And so basically I'll ask each of you 5 this or that questions. And instead of telling me the thing that you like the best of these 2, you'll tell me the one that you would throw back in the water. Okay. And so I'm going to start with you, Carla. And between these 2 shows, Family Matters or Fresh Prince, which one are you throwing away?
I'm going to have to go with, that's tough. But I'm a Fresh Prince lover, so I'm gonna throw in Family Matters back if I got to choose between those 2.
Okay, that was going back. All right. So between these 2 cookie flavors, oatmeal or chocolate chip, which one?
Chocolate chip all the way.
You're throwing that one back.
I'm keeping that one. Sorry,
you're keeping that one.
Back oatmeal. Okay, now I got it.
Throwing back the oatmeal. Okay, gotcha.
I got the idea now. I got the concept. Oatmeal, throwing that back. Yes.
Okay. Now this one. We had a conversation about this. I'm pretty sure I know which one you're going to pick. But between these 2 Beyonce albums, Cowboy Carter or Renaissance, which one are you throwing back?
I'm throwing back Renaissance. I love Cowboy Carter. That converted me. She converted me on that one.
With that one, yeah, that was a good one.
Finally got me. Yes, she finally. I'm not all the way Beehive.
Right.
She finally got me to be like, I actually want to see her in concert. I actually like the music. Yes.
Yeah, I'm in the same bucket with you. I'm not Beehive, but I love and appreciate her music. I'll say that.
I guess I'm a secret Beehive. Did you know she went to Welch, and I was at Welch at the same time? So
really,
I didn't know we rode the short bus together. I ain't lying.
Really? What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of actually, there are three artists: Robert Glasper, Brian Cox.
Robert Glasper.
We all rode the same short bus to middle school.
What? Those are like, I mean, and they're legends in their own right too.
Right.
I mean,
all from Houston. Yeah.
All from Houston. At that. On the same short bus. That bus was long in talent.
Hey, right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Between these 2, now this isn't politically speaking. This is just how you look at life. Conservative or liberal?
I'm throwing conservative back. Yes, I'm a spiritual person. I have some things, but I'm mostly liberal in my way of thinking and in my approach to life. So conservative, throwing that back.
Okay. All right. So last one. At least last one for you, Carla. Mystery or sci-fi? Which one you throwing back?
Oh, that's tough. Now, if I have to pick between those 2. I can appreciate. I'm throwing sci-fi back because I can appreciate a good mystery.
You said it. You said it.
Yes. If I have to, I love both of those genres, but I'm throwing sci-fi back between those two.
Okay, throwing that one back.
But can I tell you why though? Carla wrote a mystery when we was in the 4th grade with some vampires.
Oh, I think you told me. I know you told me that you were. I don't know if it was the 4th grade one, but I know you told me about a vampire mystery that you
5th grade or something. Yeah, but she wrote a book, and it was this thick. You know, because we had to use that typewriter.
That's a thick book back in the day because that's a lot on one page.
I still wish I have it. I kept it for a long time, and I guess just in all the moves,
just lost it.
Yeah, I hate that.
My name was in it and everything. I got bit by the vampire twins.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, I blended, I think, some mystery and sci-fi. I blended those two. And I love to, those two can work well together. Absolutely.
I think so too. Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right. And Shvon.
Can y'all write a book together? Together?
I would love that.
Yes, it's going to be on one of our future goals.
Right. Hey, you just let me know when. Hey, I'm down.
Absolutely.
I'm totally down for that.
I'm going to tie my friend down. When we're in the car, I'm going to tell her, go ahead and narrate this chapter real quick so we can get it in there.
Right, so we can get I love it. Okay. So Shvon, between these two, between a hotel or Airbnb, which one are you getting rid of?
Hotel.
Okay.
You know why? Because I need to cook.
So I feel you.
I'm gonna say 80% of the hotels don't have a full kitchen.
They don't.
And that it requires me to buy more. Like, you know, like I have to buy water, I have to buy food, right? And I won't be able to, like, literally nowadays you can't even microwave it. So hotel.
Right. Okay. And
I guess I'm having an Airbnb anyway, so why not?
True, why not? Yeah.
Right. Your own that industry now. Right. Yeah.
Right. Hey. All right. Between these two desserts, apple pie or pecan pie, which one are you throwing back?
Oh my God, you're gonna pull my card, but I'm gonna say pecan pie.
No, you know what? To be honest, I'm right there with you. If I had to pick between those two, I would get rid of pecan too.
You know why? Because pecans is only pecans. Pecans are typically sweet. So you're only going to get that pie one way. But apples, you can have 12 different types of apples. Yes. It can be tart if you need it. It can be semi-sweet. It can be sweet, but it go good with ice cream, right?
Yeah. And you can put pecans in an apple pie.
You can put pecans in an apple pie. Hello. Hello.
Yes. Okay. So between these two singers, Toni Braxton or Mary J. Blige, who are you throwing back?
You're not gonna do that for me. I'm gonna throw back the or.
No, you got to pick. Play the game.
You can't. Oh, so you wouldn't throw either one?
No.
Really?
Because Toni is the sexy version of me, right? Like she's like the smooth, you know, like when I just want to feel like I'm like, hey, I'm in it. You can't tell me nothing. Short hair, long hair, thin back, you know, watch man. I don't know. That's Toni, right? Toni's like, I can be sultry. You know what I'm saying? She can do whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can cut the lights off and Toni will put me to sleep. Mary is, we finna rock, right? We finna have like that drama. I'm finna like throw some hands on somebody, you know, like that's the hood version of me. Like I need both of them. You cannot do that. And I'm not finna get in trouble. No one's gonna write on the chat that I gave away one or the other. I gave away
keeping them both. Okay. Throwing away the order. That's fair.
Together. They together. They together. Like me and Carla, we together, they together. So we remove the or, okay?
Okay. Hey, I respect it. I respect it.
I plead the fifth.
All right. So when it comes to your fashion sense, comfy or trendy, which one of those two would you throw away?
I guess trendy.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Me too.
Me three. But and you tell me if this was your thought process. I can see it only for the reason being that there are a lot of comfy clothes that can be trendy at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I don't know if that's what your thought process was, but that's what I thought when you said throw away the trendy.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say stylish versus trendy, right? Because trendy means like in this point in time. So am I going to wear something that everybody is wearing right now? Or do I want something that's timeless? So I try to get things that are more timeless that I can wear regardless of what year we're in. But comfortable is because I want to look good in my clothes. If I have to like constantly put on a girdle and wear this tight dress because it's trendy, and then you see my gut when I do that profile, that ain't cute. That ain't cute. So I want to look stylish and comfortable, because when you're comfortable, you walk with the same arrogance, right? And the same persona that you would when you have like literally, I could be in the grocery store with a t-shirt on and some pants, and they're gonna think I'm walking in a fashion show. I told you the trash bag. Put the trash
That's true. Right. Remember what she said? Yes.
Yeah. And I'm with you. And it's funny because I had that conversation with some of my friends. We've had that, and we kind of all agree on it. It's like a true head turner to me is if I see you in the store, you got on sweats and a t-shirt, and if you can make me go like, oh, okay, and you with that on, then I can only imagine how you look dolled up. Now, the dolled up is nice, but we know that that's not the everyday. So if I can see you, you know, like stripped down, so to speak, as far as the without, you know, all the makeup or whatever, and I can still be like, that's, you know, to me, that says a lot.
Yeah. Well, listen, don't judge me with this wig on. I promise y'all.
No, I'm not judging. No, you look good. You look good. No, I'm not saying it. Yeah, no.
But the same, but
you look fine.
The same token, like my daughter. Now here's the joke. My daughter would love to give me a moo-moo, y'all. I mean, that's our running joke. Mom, wouldn't you just love?
I could never see you in a moo-moo. I just can't picture it. I
can't picture that. If I wear it, it's gonna have to have some embellished sleeves.
Right. It's gonna be different.
You know, it's gonna have to, like, the fabric got to be fabulous. You're not gonna just put me in a moo-moo, right?
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
But let's coin the lady who owned the moo-moo movement. Okay, I don't remember her name, but she and her husband are hilarious. I think they now have expanded their business profile. But she makes me laugh because she gonna make that moo-moo sexy. Okay, what she's telling us in the world is, as me and my husband, we got some things going on. It don't matter if I got on a muumuu or some pants. We still gonna be who we are. We still gonna be who we are. So she gonna bust up and bust a split. She comfortable, and I like it. I like it because that way I can hold my gut somewhere. You know, put it away.
All right. So last one for you, Shvon. So outdoor adventures or indoor elegance, and this is
okay. I got to throw that outdoor adventure out the way. You ain't even got to ask me any question about that. Now, I will say.
That was
quick. the nature in my hair. Okay, listen, let me tell you why. Now, I am not going to lie that I am not the most athletic, right? I can appreciate the outdoors sitting on a porch.
Okay,
but I have some friends that love nature, love walks, and it is a beautiful thing to be grounded. So, like for me, while I'm have to throw out the outdoor, the key word is adventure. I don't mind being outdoors, but the adventure part with the outdoors, like please don't put me in a whitewater rafting when I don't swim. Don't put me in that.
No zip
lining. Have I been in the middle of the ocean with some what's them things called? Stingrays. In the middle of the ocean, not swimming. I have done that. I have done that. I mean, crazy. Okay. Right. But here's the key word: crazy. Like, you know, that delayed gratification, that courage. Like I'll get out there if y'all jumped in already, but then I may look at you crazy and cross-eyed, like, what did you get out of it? So I love an indoor elegance, right? I love to have beautiful clothes and fancy attire. I want to look polished. You know, I want to be able to smell everything. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just throw it away, just a little bit.
Just throw that one away. Okay. Hey, I respect it. Hey, this has been great. I love y'all both so much, and thank y'all for joining me for today. Yeah, this has been awesome. Any parting words or last things you want to say about, you know, either of your signs or your astrological houses, and maybe even how people can better understand either sign?
That's awesome. Shvon, you have any thoughts?
I did. I was trying to pull up the words because you know I don't want to butcher it. But that's my best friend. She a real got her own.
I was wondering what you were looking down at.
I was trying to get the lyrics, okay? Because that's I you know that's my dog.
I love that song, and so now I'm gonna think of it every time I think of y'all, because I actually do love that song. Yeah.
Yes, it's a good one.
Yeah, that fits. That fits. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. This has been a joy for sure, and yeah, I would just keep in mind, I guess from my sign, yeah, we as I mentioned before, we are people who, and it was something you said, Carlos, we're not going to be controlled. We're also not controlling. I mean, we're, and you're right, maybe the honorary airy nature about us. We respect people's freedom, and we just want the same in return, I think. Yeah. That's the way I would, if you remember nothing else, I think that's important.
And then for Aries, I think we lead with heart. So while we are charismatic and we look to make decisions, and we love to lead because we want to be gap fillers, right? We try to do it with integrity, and we try to do it with consideration, because what we value is you.
I agree, because there's a difference between leading for show and leading for, as you said, filling the gap. And I definitely agree with that. I do think the Aries are gap fillers. Yeah, I agree. Hey, well, I love it. Well, thank y'all again. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the viewers and the listeners for tuning in. And make sure y'all tune in next week. We'll be back next Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Peace.
Peace, love y'all.